What's up with everybody? It's your Memorial B. We're back here with another reaction video. Another special video class from Matthew Man. He's a huge support of our channel. He wants us to react to DMX interviews in jail. So let's say thank you, Matthew Man, for your support. And we're going to dive right into it.
Thank you for doing this, buddy.
Gosh, thank you for really different.
Giving me the opportunity to be heard, in a positive light. We're just in a fair light.
And if
not shaving.
Yeah.
Situation,
I got you.
You let me know.
I got you. All right, I first came to Arizona, man, and I remember one day coming from the studio at 6 o'clock in the morning and pulling over on the highway. You're like 4 cars, just to watch the sunrise. And it was at that point that I fell in love with Arizona. I said, you know what, this has to be God's country. Because I'd never seen anything as beautiful as that sunrise. Then I met the devil in God's country. And it's not so much who, it's what, what happens and the things that the devil does. It's not so much a person, even though he acts through people. You can't call one person the devil.
Joe Arpaio?
You can't call any one person the devil. You can't do that because no one person has enough power to be the devil. And it's through all these hardships that I realized that, you know what? This is God's country because I met the devil here. Because if I hadn't met the devil here, I wouldn't realize I was strong enough to overcome the obstacles that the devil would place in my path. And it's by overcoming these obstacles that I realized that this is God's country. Because he helped me get over these obstacles. He helped me get over these hurdles.
Okay, so but when you're done here, you're out of here.
I'm not looking back.
You're not coming back?
No, I'm not coming back. I'm not coming back for a show. I'm not coming back for a visit. I'm not even driving through the states. If I'm in a plane and they're gonna fly over it, I'm gonna go around, okay?
But you love this place.
I love the scenery. I love the scenery about it, and I love the freedom that it initially gave a person. Remember I said, when I first came here, the last exit on the 101 was Pima and Princess. That was the last exit, And, man, we had fun. We had 4-wheelers, We just rode the trails. Pretty much the same thing I did when I bought a house out here, but until, things, I don't know.
Do you, when you think back on this whole thing, what went wrong in your result? How did you end up getting in so much trouble? Was there too much temptation here, or
I actually
too much temptation here?
Right.
I actually didn't get in any trouble. I was never arrested at the scene of any crime, or the police came and arrested me for something. It was always let's get an arrest warrant for this guy.
What Arpaio was after?
I'll let the public answer that one. I'm not going to sit here and say, because I don't know. It might look like it, but I don't know if that was the case, so I'm not going to say that that's what it was. But we're all God's children, and I do pray for that, man. As I pray for everyone else, whether I know you or not, I pray for my friends, family, loved ones, and as well as my enemies every night, because we're all God's children. We're all God's children, and we all deserve the same grace.
In any way, has this time in here a lot of time to think? Has that changed X?
Yes, it has. It has. It has gotten me closer to my true calling on life, closer to actualizing my true calling on life, which is to be a pastor.
Oh,
so I'm like,
cool.
I'm in my Bible every day. They got me on 23-hour lock-in. Why, I don't know.
Is that for your own protection?
That's what they say, but it's really just to be a pain in the ass. They just put me in general population a week ago. I didn't get in so much as a write-up. I haven't had one disciplinary report since I've been here. Yet they moved me back.
Jeez.
So what are you going to do next when you're out of here? What's the game plan?
Well, I'm going to start a TV show while I'm in here. Pain and Perseverance. And it's about how I can reach people that the average person can't reach because I'm grounded. So as grounded as I am. And I'm going to get my first sermon in the church. That's going to be like incredible for me, and I hope it'll be incredible for the congregation of that church. I hope I'm able to reach somebody or just touch somebody, and bring them closer to the Lord.
Okay, what's up?
Yes, I actually have completed the gospel album.
Yeah.
Yeah. On every one of my albums, there's been a gospel song.
I think we probably have heard some of those.
And a prayer. And
yeah, we have heard those.
Of course, with the image, they never made those songs into singles, except my 6th album, which is Lord, and they did Lord Give Me a Sign as a single. And
do you turn your back on what you wrote earlier in your career?
No, I do not. No, because
do you have kids?
Yes, I have 8 kids.
Whoa.
Damn.
The oldest one is 16. The youngest one is 3 months.
How do you feel about them listening to some of the things you've written?
I encourage them to listen, but I also encourage them to not. They know what not to say. You can't hide something from a child because that only gets them more curious about it. What you do is you say, all right, this is what it is, and this ain't for you.
Do you think it's a negative message?
No, it's a real message. And real is sometimes negative.
It's not always pretty.
As well as positive.
No.
But it's real. And it needs to be. It needs to be, yes. It needs to be real. You can't hide things because they're going to find out. And when they find it, like, oh, this must be good because my father hid it from me all this time. He must have wanted it for himself. No, I'm going to tell you what it is. And tell you, you touch it, I'll break your arm. Or if you get curious, come talk to me about it because I've already been through it. I haven't been through what I've been through for nothing. I've been through what I've been through to stop you from going through it, to be able to tell you about it so that way you won't have to experiment to know what it's about,
So you're saying your music, in a sense, some of it's a warning.
Yes. Yes.
Tell me, I think people are curious how a guy, you've sold how many records?
28 million.
And made millions and millions of dollars.
Yeah.
How do you end up in here?
I think everyone who's watching knows how I ended up in here.
I don't know if they do.
I'm pretty sure they do. Anytime you get it, I'm pretty sure they do. There's how do I end up in here?
It's a hard question to answer.
Yeah.
I'm going to look at it in a positive light and say that I came here to meet somebody. Don't know who it was, but I'll know when I see him. And I came here to give him a message. And that message is Jesus loves him. You know what I'm saying? I came here to give him the word. That's why I'm here. Regardless of what it looks like, regardless of what people think, that's why I'm here. I came here to meet somebody and tell them about the glory of God.
Tell me if I'm wrong. In the rap world, if you do time in jail or prison or you've been shot, that's a badge of courage, right? That gives you street cred.
Not really.
He did not really. That's how some people think, though.
In any world, it
probably depends on the person
people like, ooh,
who thinks that.
That's like surviving something that a lot of people didn't survive. So I guess in that aspect, but that's not so much the rap world; it's in any world.
So does this time in jail here, does it help your standing with your fans?
Or? No, it's actually, man, it's wasting time. It's wasting time. There's so many things I could be doing.
Yeah.
Then again, I am doing what I'm supposed to be doing. Just a little bit of time, but it's not going to be long. It's not going to be long. It'll be over soon, and before you know it, I'll be back doing what I'm supposed to be doing. The gospel according to Acts. Music, movies, speaking to people.
Have you talked to guys in here who don't have the opportunities that you've had and will have when you get out? There are guys in here who really don't have a lot going on. They've got a tough road ahead when they get out of here. They're not going to have movies, and they're not going to have TV shows. They're not going to sell records.
Have I talked to them about what?
Have you tried to help them?
I give positive advice. I try to get them to look into themselves to see what they're good at, because we all have a talent.
Yeah.
I try to get them to look at themselves, and I try to explain to them, you don't have to do that, because there's no such thing as an old drug dealer. There's no old players. There's no old gangsters. So there's
nothing new under the sun.
About.
Yeah.
There's so many other things that you could do, but people do what they want to do, and I'm not their father, so I just tell them, the best thing I can tell them at that particular time, and hope they get into it. But I always tell them that Jesus loves them.
Folks in Miami wanted me to ask you a question about why you keep going back to Miami.
Yeah. Well, I have a fiance in Miami.
Okay.
And I have a baby, 3 months. Yep. I miss all my kids,
Aw.
man.
Yeah, I think you said his daughter.
I miss my kids.
He's
That's the hardest
tearing
part
up.
about it, is
Yeah.
I miss my kids. But
Do they come and see you?
no, they're in school and stuff like that. You know, my baby will be here in a couple of days, though. My baby will be here in a couple of days.
Oh, visitation, visiting.
Who comes and
Yeah.
visits you here?
My lawyer, managers.
Marcia.
Yeah, Marche. Trish came to visit me. And, Maria. Maria from Aguilera Bail Bondsman. She's good peoples, you know, she's good people. She came and bailed me out one time, you know, without anything down, you know. Of course she got paid, but, you know, I appreciate that, you know. I appreciate that, so, yeah. Maria.
Well, since you've been in here,
Yeah.
first African-American president's been elected.
Yes.
Oh, damn. So back in
I think I was
2008.
Were you out?
When did he? When?
November?
Yeah, I was
Early
out.
November.
Yeah, I was out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You were in Miami.
Yeah, I was in Miami. We partied too. We partied, man. It was. I mean, to drive through the streets of Miami, man. And normally gunshots mean war, but these were shots of celebration, man. It's like you could just hear gunshots going off, you know, all in the air, though. You know, people drive by, beeping on, yeah, we won. You know, it was a beautiful feeling.
How do you
Yeah.
feel that Obama has talked during the campaign about black culture, black fathers, that he probably wouldn't like the message in your music? But he probably
What's the message in my music that he wouldn't like?
Probably some of the stuff about killing, guns, drugs.
Well, I don't talk much about killing other people.
Let me read you one.
All right. So maybe I do.
I was gonna say, wait.
All right, maybe I do.
Let me read you one. Let me read you
You
one.
got me there.
Okay.
Yeah, but you can't take it out of context.
Well, tell me if this is out of context. Let me just read you one. And this is interesting. All
Yeah.
the families that I got lighting candles for niggas, breathing relevance, grandmother's fallen, out and need the sedatives, mom hugging the casket, wishing she'd raised a better kid.
That's not on wax.
No.
That's not on a song.
We in here.
We in here? Yeah, that's it.
He's like, what?
I know, he's so confused right now. Plus, I feel like he's talking about the hard life of these kids on the street.
Yeah.
Not about him personally.
I mean, some of the stuff he talk about himself, but
Right.
Breathing relatives. Yeah. I didn't say I killed him.
No.
I just said I got him lighting candles.
Exactly.
And that's
But
that's the positive aspect of it. It's like I'm turning something bad into something good. Let's hold a vigil for the fallen brother.
yeah. Well, some people like interpret it different. He had to explain to us what it really
I want to
meant.
know where you're coming from.
All right, you know what it is? I can tell you where I'm coming from without you even going to it. What it is that it's slick talk. It's slick talk. It's not something that is to be taken literally.
Yeah.
Evidently, if I was doing that, I wouldn't be rapping.
Yeah,
You know,
pretty much.
I'd walk around with a bulletproof vest. I'd always have
Yeah.
guns. I'd have gun charges. So it's not something to be taken literally. Just like, you know, when you get people that talk about songs and they talk about, oh, your love makes me feel like I want to jump off a cliff. They don't mean it literally. So
Yeah.
you can't, you know, it's wordplay,
Yeah.
poetry.
Shtick.
Yeah, but it's poetry.
Okay.
It's poetry and it's wordplay.
The fact that you're a pretty religious
That's
guy.
not my message. Is at the end of it. You know, it's like you have to say certain things to gain the credibility, to gain the attention of your listeners. But at the end of it is what matters. You know what it boils down to, and it always boils down to a gospel song and a prayer. Every album, I end it with a gospel song and a prayer.
What do you want people to know about you that they may not understand, particularly the white community that doesn't listen to your music? All they see is the police blotter, and they see you in trouble.
Well, a lot of white community sees the movies as well.
That's true.
Yeah. So What do I want them to know about me?
You're a normal human.
Don't judge me. Well, you shouldn't judge anyone. But don't have an assumption on who I am until you've met me.
Yeah.
What if somebody were to form their opinion based on your music or your lyrics? Would they get to know you that way? Would they know who you are?
You can't do it. You can't form an opinion on one song.
Yeah, you
have to
can't.
do the whole entire album, because the album is like it's like a journey. You know, it's like seeing a person taking a piss on the side of the road, like, oh my God, he's a pervert. No, he's just a guy that took a piss. He might be, you know, a fireman, you know, who just got finished saving someone's life, but he had to really go to the bathroom at that time. And you know, you can't just look at that one instance and you know, determine who that man is.
Yeah, you can't.
You know?
Yeah.
Walk a mile in his shoes.
Do you think you've gotten a fair shake here?
Of course not. No.
Nope.
The most you could do, though, is 90 days while all this is over.
Huh?
90 more days is the most you could do. When you're sentenced on January 30th, that's the most time you could do after.
What do you mean?
Well, how much time are you looking at when you get sentenced on January
90
30th?
days. I already took a plea.
Okay, so that's the most.
That's what I'm getting. That's not the most I could get.
90 days is it.
Yeah.
How do you feel about being here another 3 months?
Sucks.
Oh my God.
I mean, is it the worst experience of your life?
It's one of, and it's not so much. I mean, I've been in jail before. I've did a couple. You know, it's not so much, but it's being away from my children.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Your
knowing
loved
that
one.
you know that if I'm not out in a certain amount of time, man, that you know my house is going to get foreclosed on.
Jeez.
It's things of that nature. You know,
It's made things complicated.
extremely.
Do you still have money?
It's an interesting question.
This is taking a toll on me.
Mm.
This is taking a toll on me.
You've made millions, though. I mean, you haven't spent millions, have you?
No, but I've been robbed for millions.
Hmm.
You know, you get crooked business managers.
Yeah.
Things
Jeez.
of that nature. But you know, whatever the devil has stolen from me, God will replace it.
So when you get out of here, you're right back on track.
Right back on track.
Are you a different person when you get out of here?
Yes, I'm a different person before I came in here.
Hmm.
How about, did you learn something in here, and what would it be that makes you different when you leave here?
I learned that this is not where I want to be, man. You know, I mean, jail used to be a place where it was like, all right, I'll go there, you know, I'll be the life of the party. What up? It's nothing. I'll live. It's good. This jail is ridiculous. It's disrespectful. Come on, pink. What does that have to do with being in jail? Why the pink?
Yeah.
Why the pink shirts and underwears and what is that all about?
I think if you listen to the sheriff, his idea is to make it as unpleasant so you don't want to come back. That's what he says.
Oh, right.
Do you buy that?
No,
No.
not at all. Not at all. I think just.
But it sounds like there's a method to the madness, because in a way,
Well,
what
this
you're
is not
telling me
making me want to come back. This is just like stupid. It's like what's
But it sounds like you don't want to come back.
I'm not coming back to Arizona. Period.
You don't want to go back to jail.
No, I don't want to go back to jail. No one wants to go to jail. No one wants to
Right.
go
I was
to
just
jail.
saying,
Yeah.
it seems like a silly question.
I didn't do anything to go to jail.
Huh.
Charges weren't fair.
I'll just say that.
Can you at all talk about the dogs?
Nope.
You can't talk about them.
I'll just say I did nothing to go to jail. I had nothing that warranted me being arrested, and I'll just leave it at that.
Is there anything else you'd like to say to the people who are watching this tonight?
Pray for me, so I'll pray for you. Don't believe everything you hear. Don't believe everything you read,
It's true.
and only
Yeah.
believe half of what you see. God bless you.
Oh, well, I guess he's thinking of positive and stuff like that.
Yeah, I really, really like his positivity and his outlook on everything, because he's clearly going through a hard time,
Yeah.
but he's super positive about all of it.
Yeah, 8 kids. Damn.
Yeah, I had
didn't
no
know he had that
idea.
many kids.
Yeah.
Yeah, say you want to be a pastor and stuff. Well, this probably old, so maybe that's what he's doing now.
Right. Which
Yeah.
I get. I mean, because when he mentioned the gospel album, I think we've probably heard some of those songs.
Yeah, some
so
songs,
it
yeah.
makes sense because he does really enjoy preaching through his music.
Yeah,
so
he
I
does.
could see him being a pastor.
Yeah, I guess they keep him in solitary confinement or
Yeah,
whatever.
it doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, he said he was in gym pop for a week and they took him back out. Like, so the dude was like, well, maybe it's for your protection.
Yeah,
But he said,
no, clearly
yeah.
our system doesn't make any sense anymore.
Yeah, solitary confinement was horrible for people, you know, mess with their mind mentally. The part, especially with the part with the guy was interpreting his lyrics, and he was saying like you can't just take everything literally. Just like a person liking a love song, like your love makes me want to jump off a mountain. You're not gonna go jump off a mountain and stuff. So he was saying the same thing, and he said at the end, that's like the true meaning, you know.
Right.
You know, it's just to give people attentions right off the back when they start the song, but just to get to the true meaning at the end of the song.
Right.
And he said he always start off with a gospel and end with a prayer and stuff. And that's what they pretty much do.
Well, and I get he was asking, like, you know, some of your lyrics were pretty explicit and talked about a lot of violence and stuff like that. But what he was trying to explain in my mind was that it was all real. It's what he lived through. It's what he experienced, and it's what does happen on our streets in this country. And so that's what he's saying. Like, you can't hide all of that. You know? Like, it's dirty and it's hard hitting, but it's real. Like, that's what
that's, you know,
faced.
the problem is people get so, like, pissed when they hear these rappers say all these explicit lyrics, especially back then because they saying they, like, story, what they went through. But you go see a horror, you go see a messed up movie with violence in there, but you don't, you don't talk bad about it and stuff.
I mean, yeah, it may not be suitable for certain ages, but
But you still take your kids to go see it. So.
Art, it's creative, but it's also coming from a story that's real.
Yeah,
so
it's real and it's poetry and stuff like that.
You can't hide real stories.
Yeah.
Like that, so.
Yep. But yeah, man, we definitely enjoyed it, Matthew, man. We thank you for your ongoing support of the channel.
Yes, thank you so much.
But great in this video. Don't forget to subscribe.
And thumbs it up.
Turn on notifications. It's your man, Moy B.
And Nicole.
We'll catch you on the next video. Awesome. Peace and love, baby.